Yo, 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 what's up? It's your girl, Robin H., and you're tuned in live, Files from the Nest. Let's get it. All right, y'all, it's your girl, Robin H. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Today is Tuesday, February the 16th, 2016. So today's date is 2/16/16. Dopeness. So on today's podcast, I will be reviewing the 58th annual Grammy Awards, which were live last night in Los Angeles. Awards were very interesting. I did say that yesterday. Interesting is the word. I will be breaking down the performances. I'll be breaking down the nominations. I'll be giving you some background on Grammy history as well as the voting process. So this podcast is a go-to for the Grammys. If you need to know any information about the Grammys, then I will give you as much as I have found and then some. So we're going to kick off now, first off, with just some of the nominations for the Grammy, and then I'll get back into the background of the Grammy so you'll understand how the nomination went. So there are 30 categories. Of the 30 categories, I only focused on 12 categories. Those categories I focused on were, of course, Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, Best R&B Performance, Best Traditional R&B, Best R&B Song, Best Urban Contemporary Album, Best R&B Album, Best Rap Performance, Best Rap/Song Collaboration, Best Rap Song, and last but not least, Best Rap Album. So I will start from the beginning and then work my way to the end. And hopefully you guys will stick around for all of this because it is a very long, drawn out process to work your way to the Grammys. There is a nomination process, there is a voting process, and then there is the final recipient process. So let's go ahead and start with the nomination process. In order to be nominated for a Grammy, the selecting committee for the Grammys must vote you in. The voting process is very tedious. I believe it's a 3 to 5 step process to get voted into the Grammys. That's why a lot of artists, you may see them voted in one year and not the next. I was speaking to my artist, Givenchy, and she brought up something that I didn't realize. This is the first year that Beyonce did not get nominated for an award that I can remember or that she can remember, and I will research it, and before the end of the podcast, I will let you know. Is this the first year Beyonce did not get nominated? Interesting. Since the beginning of her career, Queen Bee has reigned when it comes to the Grammys. But after last night, Taylor Swift did make Grammy history when she received 2 Album of the Year awards, the first female artist to do that. So, no thoughts on that. I won't even say my thoughts on that. But, yeah, Grammys last night, off the chain. It was redonkulous. Started off good, ended off a little, but you know, it is what it is. So right now what we'll do is let's break into a song. I'll add a song of one of my artists. I'm not going to tell you who. I'll just kind of ha. But right now you're tuned in live Files from the Nest. This is the Robin H, and let's go to a break. I'll get back to you guys.
I gut it, stuff it, then I tuck and roll it. Then I light it and puff it till I start floating. This shit go hard, I almost barf choking. No cigarettes, my ashtray filled with cigar roaches. Cannabis card holder when I'm in California. So when I get the need to smoke some grade A marijuana, I book a flight and I go right to the dispensary. Spent so much bread, the bartenders there remember me. Spare me the specials, baby. Show me the private stock. One puff and pass, you won't be asking if you high or not. VHCOGPR, okay, I'ma try it out. One puff, two puff, man, where's my cup? Cause I'm cotton mouth. Hey.
One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. Hooked like handcuffs, hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. Hooked like handcuffs, hooked like handcuffs.
White wine and white widow, white bitch, but her baby daddy got killed. She a white widow, but she got a black girl ass. Give superhead and love rolling grass, smoking on my balcony. Baby done copped the house for me. Took 4 or 5 hits of the cigarella, blew out the smoke, then pounced on me. She said that good weed make her horny. Then opened up her legs and said, what you got for me? She said them Reggie smoking niggas act so corny. She fell in love with players, she said no one want me. Then she kissed me with her fat lips. Then said I'm always gonna love that growing black dick.
One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. Hooked like handcuffs, hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. Hooked like handcuffs, hooked like handcuffs.
I smoke in public, don't give a fuck, it's the way I am, I be so high, they see that I don't give a damn, I roll up swole, we getting blowed, me and my bros out on the road, go do a show, then smoke some more, we loving kush, they shove and push, after the set, the green room, they bring shrooms, but we object straight green, for me, see. No nerdy things, I kept weed since my early teens in my dirty jeans. I heard of fiends tripping on the coke, crack and whatnot. But I'm hooked on killer niggas trying to get if you got. So roll up the pot, yo, fire that hoe up. Don't hesitate to levitate, pass it to me and let me take
One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. Like handcuffs, hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. One puff, two puffs, I'm hooked like handcuffs. Hooked like handcuffs, hooked like handcuffs.
All right, it's your girl, Robin H., and you're back live, Files from the Nest. So what I'm doing, as I said before, is this is going to be the 58th Annual Grammy Awards coverage. I am going to give you the updates, the lowdown, and the ups and ups. So first off, let's give a little background on the Grammy Awards, some serious background. I gave you a little synopsis before we went to our break. Oh, and shout out to Poppy of the GRiT Boys. That was One Puff, featuring Devin the Dude and Lil O, and you did hear Erykah Badu sampled, and believe it or not, she actually co-signed the sample. She actually loves the song. So shout out to GRiT Boys, Poppy, Erykah Badu, Devin the Dude, Lil O, Texas all day. Back to the Grammys, okay? So the Grammys. What is a Grammy? A Grammy is an award that is awarded to individuals for outstanding achievements in the music industry. It was founded in 1959, which was 57 years ago, through the United States National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences, which is the NARAS. And you have to do research on the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences if you're not familiar with that particular group of individuals. So basically, the Grammy is an accolade to recognize outstanding achievement in the mainly English language music industry. The annual presentation ceremony features performances by prominent artists and the presentation of those awards that have a more popular interest. It shares recognition of the music industry as that the other performers... Hold on one moment. This one of the GRiT boys. I'm going to have to call him back, such as the Emmy Awards, the Tony Awards, and the Academy Awards. So the first Grammy Award ceremony was held May 4th, 1959, and since then there have been over 10,000 Grammy Awards, or right at 10,000 Grammy Awards have been awarded since then. The original airing of the Grammy Awards was on NBC from 1959 to 1970. Then they switched over to ABC from 71 to 72. And then in 73 until today, they're on CBS. The thing about the gramophone, which is the trophy that everyone gets, is it was made and hand assembled by Billings Artworks in Ridgeway, Colorado. The original Grammy design was revamped in 1990, changing the traditional soft lead for a stronger alloy, less prone to damage, making the trophy bigger and grander. The trophies with the recipients named engraved on them are not available until after the award announcements. So stunt trophies are used each year for the broadcast. Interesting. Like I said, there are over 30 categories. I only focus on 12 for this particular podcast. Let's see. Let's go to the voting process. Media companies registered with the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences and individual members of NARS may enter recordings for consideration. Entries are made online and a physical copy of the work is sent to NARS. Once a work is entered, reviewing sessions are held involving more than 150 experts from the recording industry to determine whether the work entered is in the correct category. Wow. That's interesting, isn't it? They make sure that your work is in the correct category. Wow. Crazy. The resulting list of eligible entries are circulated to voting members, each of whom may vote to nominate in general fields and in no more than 9 out of the 30 other fields on their ballots. The 5 recordings that earn the most votes in each category become the nominees, while in some categories, there are review committees in place that determine the final 5 nominees. There may be more than 5 nominees if there is a tie in the nomination process. So I'll get to that with a particular particular nomination a little later in the podcast. I noticed that. I was counting up the nominees and I did notice that one, I believe it was the category for, it was a rap category. One of the rap categories actually had a 6-way nomination, and that explained it to me because I really noticed that. I did notice that, and I'll get to it as soon as I can figure that one out once we're going through who got nominated and who won. Members of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences are generally invited to screenings or are sent DVDs of movies nominated for Oscars. NARS members do not receive nominated recordings. Instead, they receive access to a private online listening function. Interesting. After nominees have been determined, final voting ballots are sent to NARS voting members who may vote in the general fields and in no more than 9 of the 30 fields. Ballots are tabulated secretly by major independent accounting firm Deloitte Touche Tomatus. That was a tongue twister. Following the tabulation of votes, the winners are announced at the Grammy Awards. Winners are presented with a Grammy Award, and those who do not win are given a medal for their nomination. So you still get nominated. You still get presented with an award, but you do not get the actual Grammy.